Now, as promised, I said I would practice on you all when I'm trying to get my mojo together for my live filming, and the request was overwhelmingly for a video on prebiotics and probiotics. What's the difference and what do they do for us? So in this video, I will explain to you what each of those do and why they're so helpful for us. So firstly, prebiotics is the food source that will provide the substrate that feed up the live bacteria. So these are plant fibres, and they're specific fibres that do that job. And so things like garlic, onion, leeks, asparagus, slightly underripe bananas, chickpeas, beans, lentils, they're all a brilliant source of prebiotic fibre. The point is that we can't break down all of that fibre and digest it all. So some of that fibre reaches the large bowel where the bacteria hang out, and the bacteria feast off of those fibres, and that helps them to flourish. So that's the prebiotic. So it's not containing live bacteria, it's just the substrate that the bacteria are going to feed from. Whereas the probiotic is the bacteria. So it's the food that contains live bacteria. So examples of probiotic foods are live yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, have I missed any? Miso, olives, also a good source of fermented live fermentation which has the bacteria in it. So the point of these natural fermentation processes is that the bacteria naturally feast off present sugars, and as they eat the sugars that helps them to survive, the food becomes more tangy and sour, which is why it tastes less sweet. So now if you think about what a true live yogurt tastes like, it won't be sweet unless it's had added sugar or flavourings to it. So those foods actually provide us with sources of beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus species, which are acidophilus, and other species like lactobacillus subtilis, and these all have a brilliant effect in the gut, and they're almost like the kingpin bacteria in the gut. So these lactobacillus species are acid producing. So when they produce acid in the large bowel, that means that the environment is changed, and that certain yeasts and fungus, like Candida for example, finds it difficult to grow. So that's why those probiotic foods are so important for us. And then to have the probiotic rich foods in your diet is obviously beneficial, but you have to keep them alive by eating the wide range of plant fibres. So you can see how they're both prebiotic and probiotic, both really helpful foods to include in your diet. So I hope that explains it. Let me know in the comments below and tell me what you want my next practice video to be all about.